Hello, my name is Kristen May Smith and I am with American Military University, and today I am presenting biological control agent of genetically modified mosquitoes. And this is with EVSP 508 Environmental Ethics, the Spring B session of 2021. Introduction. A biological control agent is a natural enemy of insect pests. Biocontrol is a form of sustainable insect pest management. The EPA has recently granted an experimental permit for biotech firm Oxitec to release GMO mosquitoes in some Florida neighborhoods. GMO mosquitoes may reduce human diseases such as Zika, dengue, and yellow fever in mosquito populations by breeding them out. The EPA Federal laws for biological control agents. The EPA is responsible for ensuring that products meet federal safety standards. Product testing is required to ensure safety. Testing includes chemical composition, human health effects, environmental effects, non-target species effects, and finally, the fate of the pesticide in the environment. Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act. The FIFRA Act was enacted in 1947. However, President Reagan signed important amendments into law. This gives the EPA ability to regulate the distribution, sale, and the use of any pesticide. FIFRA authorizes EPA to cancel registration of any existing pesticide if new data shows that it poses human health risks or environmental damage. This law supports the polluter pays principle ethic, in which violators of regulations must pay hefty fines. You can see on the right-hand side here a framework that represents that ethic. The Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act. This law was originally passed in 1938 with the FDA. However, it gives the EPA power to set tolerance levels or maximizing residue limits of pesticides on food. The EPA must ensure that no damage is caused by exposure to pesticides or insecticides through this act. This law has a biocentric approach to conserving biotic health. Through this act, the EPA must deem substances reasonably safe, and this includes chemical breakdown as well as if it's safe to infants or children if they are exposed. The ESA. The Friends of the Earth claim that the EPA's plan would violate the Endangered Species Act. The ESA is headed by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Fisheries Service. It was enacted in 1973 and it aims to protect endangered or threatened species. GMO mosquitoes may in fact cause harm to existing species. The ESA is also a biocentric worldview federal law because it is centered in preserving the existence of all existing species on Earth. Toxic Substances Control Act. This act was created in 1976 and it gives the EPA power to require reporting, keep track of testing requirements, and create restrictions for existing chemicals or mixtures. Additionally, this requires manufacturers to register their chemical substances and details, as well as disposal information. Genetically modified organisms, however, are not disposable, and once introduced in the environment, they are there forever. This act could be argued as both biocentric for cataloging GMOs and chemicals, as well as anthropocentric for allowing GMOs to enter the ecosystem in the first place. Conclusion. As you can see, there are currently no federal laws specifically addressing genetically modified organisms, but they are regulated through a statutory authority in environmental health and safety laws. Genetically modified organisms, including GMO mosquitoes, are anthropogenic scientific goals rooted in the effort to improve food quality, weather and pest resistance, or to reduce disease through insect-borne transmission. Since GMO mosquitoes are a new technology, close observation is needed to ensure that this research is safe because mosquitoes are free-ranging within Earth's tropical zones. Thank you. And here are the references.